Hi guys, it's John Pike from johnrpike.com. How are you today? Well, welcome to part 6, which is the summary of the series Becoming a Prosperity Advocate. And it's been quite a journey, and I just wanted to sum that up. In part 1, I spoke about the fact that there is abundance in the world, and that's great news amongst all the doom and gloom. It's great news because if all the wealth actually was taken out of hiding, where it's concentrated amongst the super rich, there would be enough for $3 million for everybody on the face of the earth. In video number 2, I said that once you realize there's abundance, you have to let go of scarcity, because otherwise it will hold you back. In other words, you do need to freely believe to be able to freely receive. In part 3a, in the next video, I said that if all the wealth was distributed in a country like America, you would actually have the same distribution of rich and poor in a very few years. And that's actually why most people who win the lottery end up worse off in a few years' time, because it just magnifies their existing bad money habits. It's also why 86% of millionaires have lost their fortune at least once. In part 3b, I spoke about the solution, and that the solution is not socialism and redistributing the wealth, but the key to becoming, the answer to becoming a prosperity advocate is empowering others, one person at a time, if and only if they're willing to learn and change their lives. You can actually have all you want if you help enough people get what they want. In video number 4, I spoke about the very low savings rates in countries like Australia and the US at only 2.5% to 3.9%, and that how people in these countries, despite being prosperous, 96 to 97% will end up dead broke by age 65. Many are working way into their retirement. And I asked whether you have a plan to pay yourself now, and spoke about the richest man in Babylon and the principle of saving 10% of your income. In video number 5a, I asked, do you have a plan for your people with financial education? And also, secondly, do you actually have a vehicle to help yourself and them get there? In the second part of part 5 and part 5b, I said, have you ever considered or asked, have you considered saving into a currency that's 5,000 years old, one that cannot be printed by governments? And the good news is that you actually don't need, because most people don't have $1,000 or $2 just lying around, you don't actually need $1,200 or $1,300 to buy an ounce of gold. In fact, you can get into gold for as little as a gram, around $60 to $70 at the moment. A lot of people ask, well, when is the best time to invest or to save into gold? Really, the best time to do the right thing is all the time. And I actually saw a very good interview on that with the principle of averaging into the market over time. Just imagine if you'd have done that over 10 years, where gold is still 300% up, but for instance where the Australian dollar is 28% down in terms of purchasing power. You know, if you woke up one morning and realized 28% of your bank account had been stolen, as in the money that you have available in its purchasing power, stolen, there would be literally rioting in the streets. But because inflation actually happens slowly and steadily, most people are in their comfort zone, and they're like the frog swimming in the water that gets boiled alive slowly. Wealth is transferred to others, and people's personal wealth is being stolen by inflation. You know, people actually insure all kinds of things, like their boats, their caravans, their houses, their businesses, and they even have life insurance. But have you ever considered insuring your money? Well guys, as I said, this brings this video series now to a close. Thank you for watching along. It's been a pleasure to take you along this journey. And for those of you who want to see what a real 1 gram of 24 karat currency grade looks like, I'll be showing you that in the next video. Until then, you have a great day.